Here's a rough one that honestly, I don't know if there's a cut and dry answer. But how do you predict how long and how much capital you need to burn to launch and rank before turning a profit or raising prices?
This is one of the most difficult things in business. Actually, are trying to make a plan, and
Mm-hmm.
the plan that you make is going to be constrained by how much money you have. But unfortunately, the outcome can be amazing if you do well, and it can be shit if your product doesn't do well within that money. So this is how I look at it. I say in month one, I have 6 months to break even. That for me, that's like I would say the minimum. Like don't try and break even before that. And I say in month one, I can lose $4,000. Month two, the same. Month three, the same. Month 4 and 5, I'll lose $2,000 each. And month 6, I'll be at zero. So in month one, I'm spending as much money as I can on PPC and monitoring my profit. Once it hits negative 4,000, or I guess negative 1,000 a week, I'm like, okay, I'm holding it there. Now that can occur at $150 a day in ad spend or $1,000 a day in ad spend. What's going to determine that is how good my click-through rate and conversion rate is. Because if I'm converting well, it means I can spend $5,000 and make $15,000 or whatever in sales, or maybe spend 10,000 and make 16,000 sales and only be negative 4,000. So I'm pushing my limit in terms of spend as much as I can until I hit that negative 4,000. Doing the same thing the next month, and as I get more reviews and as I improve my listing as fast as possible, I can spend more money and make more revenue while still being within that loss. So knowing that I have like basically a negative $12,000 total to burn, and this doesn't take into account the cash flow required for your inventory. So make sure that you have sufficient, you have capital to sustain, your inventory as much as possible. The beautiful thing about inventory is it's like store of value. So you can take a loan out of, let's say $50,000, put it into inventory. Even if you like lose money, you'll still be able to pay that loan back, and you just might have a little bit of a loss. But have enough inventory, so remove that cash out of the equation, and then set a limit for yourself. Say I can afford to lose $12,000 over the course of the next 6 months, and the more that you can afford to lose, the better chances you have, because that means that you can spend more money. And if you can spend, instead of spending 5,000 in the first month on ads, if you can spend 30,000 on the first month, and then the second month, because conversion rate starts to go up, first 50 reviews, you can spend 20,000 and then 30,000. By the time you're in the 6th month, you're spending 30, 40,000. You're already making 120, 150,000. You had a really good launch and honeymoon phase, and overall your results are good. And then once you hit month 6, you're not going to cut down your ad spend. You're obviously doing your best to become as profitable as possible, but your conversion rate starts coming up naturally because reviews are coming in and all of this stuff, and organic rank now gets a chance to catch up. And for the same ad spend, you're now making even more money. And now that's where you make your profit. And it's so much easier if instead of you're spending $3,000 a month and making 10K in sales and getting that like profit, versus if you're spending 30,000 a month making 100,000 in sales and getting a $10,000 profit instead of a $1,000 profit, because the numbers are so much bigger that the same 5% increase in conversion rate on both sides, one is going to take you from 10,000 to 15,000, the other one's taking you from 100 to 150, which means way more profit. And then focus only on sales velocity, and when you start reaching that maturity stage, you can slowly raise up your price and keep your eye out on your net profit, your dollar amount in profit. If it's going up, great. If it starts going down, you're still too early to increase your price, bring it back down.
Yeah, I love that perspective. The only thing I would add to that, and this is just like almost an add on to what Mina said, not like a different way to do it, would be I love also calculating when you said how long before like the break even point. I like to figure out what do the numbers have to be for that break even point to be possible. Meaning, what is mostly I would focus on total ACoS here. I would not focus on ACoS. The one variable that will change whether you can have a high ACoS and a low total ACoS, or if you're going to have a high ACoS and a high total ACoS, is another number that not a lot of people talk about. We call it ad sale percentage. Basically, what is the ratio of my organic to my advertising? If 100% of your sales are coming from ads, then your total ACoS equals your ACoS. The bigger that number in your organic, the farther apart your total ACoS and your ACoS are going to be. So the whole goal, as Mina was saying, is to push it to grow that top line, to grow that organic while maintaining the same ad spend. Your ACoS may not change, your total A cost will 100% change. So I just like to say, like, okay, what does the scenario need to be? I know I'm starting at 0 in terms of organic, but where do I need to be to make whatever total A cost number is my break even, and then whatever total A cost number gives me that profit? Where's the delta between where I am, and then kind of reverse engineer things a little bit easier.
Yeah, I love that. That's actually really good. Having targets is important, because you have something to work towards.
For sure.